Have ancient secrets been hiding in plain sight? What if one of the world's oldest civilizations left behind a mystery that still sparks debate today? Before you dismiss it as just another legend, take a closer look, because this ancient story might surprise you. Thousands of years before the rise of ancient Greece or Rome, the Sumerians were building cities, writing laws, and recording their knowledge on clay tablets. Buried beneath the sands of Mesopotamia, these tablets have transformed our understanding of early civilization. Most contain records of trade, farming, astronomy, and royal history, but a small number of them have inspired generations of debate because they describe beings, bloodlines, and traditions that continue to capture the imagination. One of the most talked about ideas involves the mysterious Anunnaki, powerful figures who appear throughout Sumerian mythology. In mainstream archaeology, the Anunnaki are understood as deities within the Sumerian belief system. However, outside academic circles, many writers have proposed alternative interpretations, suggesting these stories may preserve memories of extraordinary beings or forgotten historical events. Adding another layer of intrigue is the connection many people draw between these ancient stories and the Nephilim mentioned briefly in the Book of Genesis. While historians generally view these texts as belonging to different cultural and religious traditions, the similarities have fueled countless discussions, documentaries, and books. The biggest question remains the same: were these simply symbolic stories, or did ancient people believe they were recording something real? Some researchers point to descriptions found in various ancient writings that appear to catalog physical characteristics associated with certain family lines. It's important to note that there is no accepted archaeological evidence proving these descriptions identified descendants of supernatural beings. Even so, the idea continues to fascinate audiences because it encourages us to think about how ancient civilizations observed the human body and passed knowledge from one generation to another. One commonly discussed feature is the comparison between the index finger and the ring finger. Modern science recognizes that finger proportions naturally vary from person to person and are influenced by genetics and prenatal development. Ancient observers may have noticed these differences long before biology could explain them. Whether they attach symbolic meaning to those observations is another question entirely. Another feature often mentioned in speculative discussions is the presence of a single crease across the palm instead of the more common pattern of multiple lines. Medical science recognizes this as a natural variation that appears in a small percentage of people and, by itself, does not indicate unusual ancestry. Yet throughout history, distinctive physical traits have often inspired myths, folklore, and cultural traditions. Stories also mention unusual height, broad shoulders, distinctive facial features, or uncommon eye characteristics. Again, modern genetics provides ordinary explanations for natural human diversity, but ancient cultures frequently interpreted uncommon physical traits through the lens of religion, mythology, or social status. What seems ordinary today may have appeared remarkable thousands of years ago. Perhaps the most interesting part isn't the individual characteristics themselves, it's the possibility that ancient scribes carefully documented patterns they believed were meaningful. Long before modern genetics, people observed families, noticed similarities between parents and children, and tried to explain inheritance using the knowledge available to them. Their conclusions reflected the beliefs of their time, blending careful observation with mythology. This is where the mystery becomes truly fascinating. Ancient civilizations weren't simply inventing stories for entertainment. They recorded their beliefs with incredible detail, preserving myths alongside legal records, astronomy, mathematics, and medicine. That combination makes it difficult to dismiss every unusual text as meaningless, while also reminding us not to treat mythology as scientific fact. Modern archaeologists continue to study thousands of Sumerian tablets, many of which remain untranslated or only partially understood. Every new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle of one of humanity's earliest civilizations. Sometimes those discoveries reinforce what historians already know. Other times they reveal unexpected details about how ancient people viewed themselves and the world around them. The real mystery may not be whether supernatural bloodlines existed. Instead, it may be why these stories endured across cultures, separated by centuries. Why do similar legends appear in different civilizations? Why were certain physical traits considered significant? And what do those beliefs reveal about the societies that created them? Whether you approach these stories as history, mythology, religious tradition, or simply fascinating folklore, they offer a unique window into the minds of people who lived over 4,000 years ago. Their questions about identity, ancestry, and humanity are surprisingly familiar, even if their answers were very different from ours. So, next time you hear someone mention the Anunnaki, the Nephilim, or mysterious ancient tablets, remember that the most compelling part of the story isn't proving extraordinary claims. It's discovering how our ancestors tried to understand the world using the tools, beliefs, and observations available to them. And perhaps that's the greatest mystery of all. Every clay tablet uncovered from the ancient world reminds us that history still holds countless unanswered questions, waiting patiently beneath the dust. Each discovery gives us another glimpse into how early civilizations lived, governed, worshipped, and understood the world around them. While many mysteries have been solved through archaeology and careful research, countless inscriptions remain damaged, untranslated, or open to interpretation. Some tablets confirm what historians already know, while others introduce new questions that challenge long-held assumptions. Whether they describe kings, trade, astronomy, religious beliefs, or legendary figures, these ancient records continue to deepen our understanding of humanity's earliest chapters. They remind us that history is never truly complete. It evolves with every excavation and every new translation. If you enjoyed exploring ancient mysteries from a balanced historical perspective, don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and tell us whether you think these stories are symbolic myths or reflections of forgotten history. Subscribe for more fascinating explorations of ancient civilizations, archaeology, and the mysteries that continue to inspire curiosity. And be sure to turn on notifications so you never miss our next journey into the past.